Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Queens of Ponderosa, where we what, Taylor?
We outfit, we outgay, we outslay every single week.
Every single week, every single day,
Yes.
even if we're not recording. And today we are reviewing episode 10 of season 50.
Yes.
Which was pretty epic.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a pretty epic
It was
episode.
very wild.
Very
to
wild.
say the least.
I did get to watch it this time.
Yes, Alicia did get to watch. We don't have to listen to my
I loved it.
play-by-play.
You crushed.
Thank you.
You did such a good job.
Thank you. I want to ask, since you've seen the episode now, are there any thoughts you have or would like to add to the discussion that was had last week?
Not necessarily that I can remember, because I watched it the day after, so wow.
Not a yawn. I was like,
I watched it the day after.
I was going to say the incentive for
that's how I
not
felt.
yawning is that every time you yawn, we take a point off your draft total.
I'm already losing.
Yeah, maybe that disenfranchises you.
Yeah.
If you yawn, it's -1. If I yawn, it's -10.
But then I want to get you to yawn. So I would just yawn, because I'm like, if I lose 1, then he'll lose 10. So it's basically 9. And yawning is infectious.
I don't ever yawn. I'm never yawning on this podcast.
Well, I thought you did an incredible job.
Thank you.
I was so sad. I do think you're right that he was done either way.
Yep.
I was just really sad for him. And spoiler for this episode, so don't listen if you haven't watched. But it was just sad watching. Well, I guess this doesn't spoil. It was sad watching him at Tribal Council. And when it was so live.
That would have been fun.
And he's like, I would have loved to have been part of that.
Yes.
That would have been so much fun.
Did you just hear a voice in your ear?
No. Did you?
Yes.
What? Are
my
you
God.
okay?
I swear to God, I heard a voice in this ear.
No.
Maybe it was just maybe it was just my headphone wire squeaking. Maybe.
Wait, it was a squeak? What did it sound like?
It sounded like
Taylor.
No, it sounded almost like an Alexa or
What?
like Bluetooth disconnect. That's what it sounded. It sounded like something like that in this ear only though.
Suspicious.
I'll keep an ear out again.
The spirit of Coach.
Stephanie.
It's the spirit of Stephanie.
Spirit's coming to haunt me. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I was just like, Christian, we would have loved to have you.
Yes.
We would have loved to have you.
It would have been fun to see him there.
It would have been so much fun to see him there. But alas, we got what we got, which was a great episode.
Yes.
And a great boot.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Alicia.
Anyway, when we get into the episode, this episode's so exciting to me. Did you like this episode? I want to get your thoughts.
So I'm going to say ultimately, yes.
Yes. Was it because of the result? Because of the vote out?
Yes. Similar to what we've said about the previous celebrity twists and turns, I think that they're obviously the way it turned out was good. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of difficult to be upset or say oh, this episode sucked. But imagine if the outcome was different. This twist. Imagine if nobody wanted to volunteer and they drew rocks and Ozzy drew the rock and flipped the coin the wrong way and just got sent out. All time bad. Production.
Bad.
I'll say production has really, really lucked out. Because I don't think you can rig a coin flip. I don't think there's any way that you could rig it. So
unless you just give them a coin
that has two sides.
Yeah.
But production's gotten really lucky that all of these twists that they've done
haven't blown up the game completely.
You could argue Christians because it's but he, like I said, I think he was going to go home no matter what.
Yeah, I do too.
So we're really lucky that the double duo, which, did we talk about how that's a really dumb name for that twist too?
Yes. We haven't talked about that,
in
but
international versions of Survivor, it gets translated to Twisted Fates.
Oh.
Which I think is better, double duo. Anyway, we just have gotten lucky that
Twisted Fates is good.
Yeah, we've gotten lucky that on season 50, all of these new twists they've added have not blown up in their face. Because even the Blood Moon, which I think we agree was kind of stupid, at the end of the day was not awful. Like, I didn't think it was horrible. I think it would have been
No.
way cooler, like we said, to just send everybody to tribal and vote 3 people out in a row.
Me too.
Or something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I thought that would have been so cool.
But yeah. So overall, I would say yes. I enjoyed the episode while thinking that the twist, you know, as always, was dumb. I think that the vote would have been so fun, compelling, and interesting without all of that anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And cool that he's giving an extra $1 million to the winner, but I'm like, why are we giving Mr. Beast a commercial?
Hey, we didn't give him a confessional.
Yeah, thank God. The fucking bare minimum.
Yeah, like he just got to show up,
Yeah.
flip around a briefcase,
Yeah.
show up at tribal,
Yeah.
give him a coin, and just be sitting there like smiling.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm so happy. I think it does show his fandom as far as like the gaming side of Survivor goes, because he was like, I hope this didn't completely mess up your game or like the game, you guys, as he like left. I feel like he didn't want to take up too much. Also, I didn't hate this twist. I'm gonna say it.
Really?
I didn't hate it as
Like-
much as I hated Jimmy Fallon's or Kimmel's.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
Jimmy Fallon.
It was Fallon? Damn
Yeah,
it.
wasn't it Fallon?
I think you're right.
Did I say Kimmel last week?
I don't know.
If I said Kimmel, it was Fallon.
It's Fallon. It is Fallon. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon. Because with this Mr. Beast Super Beware advantage, I would have despised it if it was just rocks, coin flip, and then like the same outcome. Because you have to give them some level of agency
Yes.
in
yes.
something like this. Because it's like they are essentially just like giving their game completely to chance, and the consequences, you go home. But in this one, it's like the consequence and the reward, I feel like, are balanced. Where Christians, it's like you get an extra vote or you write your own freaking name down. Like it was so imbalanced.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I did appreciate that more, and that you got to choose. I wish that this is what I wish. This is what Sam told me too. Is like they could do the vote, because it would have been exciting anyway, and then whoever got voted out got to like flip the coin. And then they would have stayed safe. They wouldn't have gotten immunity idol, but they would have been in. And then they have to like vote someone else.
Yeah.
Because that could have been fun.
Yeah.
Or like instead of going to rocks, because it's like what
Like,
did they have to
you're
have a
voting,
complete
You're voting for the
consensus?
person that gets to flip it
Yeah.
instead. Yeah, I think that
That
I
would have been
agree.
interesting.
Yes, agency is always better with these. I hate like the randomness of it.
Because it already is such a random game, and there are already so many things that do go to chance, and that there is luck involved in like winning Survivor. And it's hard, I feel like, to get to the end. And if everything is based on luck, you're just like, I'm lucky to be here. Like, you have to give players some level of agency and choice in the game so that they can make exciting moves. And this one had Rick Devins written all over the place.
Like, I'll say thematically,
It was-
in a character story sense,
It was
It was
perfect.
perfect that it was him.
Perfect.
100%. I just think that like both times Survivor has done like the instant death twists, they didn't happen, which is good because I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason why maybe people generally aren't as bothered by it, because it hasn't bit anybody in the ass. I just am like, again, imagine a scenario, even if it was Rick Devins, imagine like all this power, like all this pressure built up to this vote. Because we'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
The tribal before the coin flip was
Crazy.
amazing.
It was perfect.
It was amazing. Imagine if we had all of that buildup and it was just like, oh, it's tails, bye.
See ya.
Oh my God.
Thanks for playing.
Not only would
That
an
would've
instant
sucked.
elimination be done, but it's like, oh my God, like
All
all the momentum that was building that culminated in Stephanie getting her fucking ass dragged through the mud
my
by
gosh.
Devins at Tribal.
Wasn't that exciting?
Like, it would have,
Yeah,
like,
it would have been
so,
like out the window.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it still would have been interesting, back at camp.
Yes.
Because then they have to like go live with this situation that he created. The thing that got me is like, and I know I don't even know if they have to do this, but this is what Jeff does. He was like, it's so amazing that the sheer just presence of Mr. Beast has caused this tribal council
Josh
and
and I
caused
too,
this.
like-
and I'm like, No, you know who did all of this? Is like Rick Devins made it crazy and chaotic.
Yeah.
And the players are so interesting. And it's like,
well, yeah.
And they're paranoid because they don't know what this is. Like, so like it shook them up a little bit, but it was crazy anyway.
Oh yeah. That was just Jeff trying to sell the epicness of the twist, whatever. Yeah. Josh and I, we rolled our eyes at that too. Like, I understand that, yes, there probably was some element of like, oh, we don't know what's going to happen.
For sure.
Was adding to it. But like all the stuff that had been happening through the game was building to this anyway. And it wasn't just like, oh, the fact that Mr. Beast showed up made everybody freak out.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's like this episode, it was the most, in Jeff's words, it was the most fascinating tribal council he's ever been to because of Mr. Beast. It's like, no,
that's what I'm saying is like, look at how compelling Survivor is on its own.
On its own two feet.
Why are we trying? Have you ever played Mario Party before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Mario Party.
Why? Because this was not just like Mario Party. This was like fucking Bowser's Chance time, where you land on the Bowser space and it's like, oh, maybe I'm just gonna steal all of your stars, or maybe I'm just gonna get everybody else 1 million coins. Like, that's what this felt like. Thank God it didn't turn into that. But like, what? Like, Survivor's already so good without it.
It's perfect.
Why do we need Mr. Beast there?
Yeah.
Why do we need a briefcase like we're on Deal or No Deal?
Deal or No Deal Island.
Yeah, literally.
That's what it is now. They're making a hybrid.
You know, so you asked at the very beginning, like, did you enjoy this episode? I'm gonna say yes. Imagine how much more fun it would be if we could have spent more time on these really, really interesting dynamics amongst the players instead of spending like 5 minutes at the auction about Mr. Beast, 5 minutes at Tribal about Mr. Beast, 2 minutes flipping the coin and talking about it. Like, because the episode was 2 hours long and we only eliminated one person. So like, imagine how fun it would be if the 2 hours was like, let's see how everybody is navigating this crazy vote where everybody's like, I don't know. That's just me.
Well, and
that's just me.
No, I agree. And I thought it was fun. I did think it was like, obviously it's historic. Like, it's so wild. And I think if it were any other cast or any other situation, it would have been like, wah, wah, you know? And if it hit, it would have been like, that's cool. Good for them. They get $2 million. Like,
yeah,
cool. But I think because it was Rick Devins, because it truly was like a life-saving move for him and has his name written all over it, and it hit, and he just blew up everything. Like, all of that compounded into it being amazing.
Yeah, it was a very satisfying ending.
Yeah, super, super satisfying. And him leaving Tribal with like the biggest smile on his face. I did listen to Kelly Wentworth with Rob Sesternino. Did you listen to them?
No, I watched Kelly Wentworth did a video on her Instagram. I watched her thoughts on the coin twist specifically. Tell me what she told Rob.
So this I didn't watch about the coin toss. I think to understand the episode a bit better too, I just like watched her and Rob talk about last week's episode. And she said one thing about playing with Rick Devins. She was like, he is so interesting to watch because he is a good storyteller and he like wants to make good TV and he knows how to.
Yes.
But playing with him, I feel like you did a yawn, but you keep it inside.
Never.
Girl.
I would never do that.
I'll do a Zoom.
On this podcast.
On this podcast. Anyway, she's like, playing with him though is a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Because he's so hard to work with. Yes. Because people are like legitimately trying to figure out the vote. And he's just like, maybe this, maybe that. And then he just blows up everything and is like, He just doesn't want to like actively be part of the plan. He wants to be the problem that just like ends up saving his own butt. So he loves creating problems. And I'm like, oh, that's so true. So she's like playing with Rick. You honestly just want to vote him out because it's annoying and obnoxious and it's difficult. But as a person watching him, he is interesting. And I loved him this episode. I really did. And I guess we'll be all over the place a little bit. When he read his note from his wife, because they got their loved ones' letters, she was like, you just have this gift of being so positive and grateful. I screamed away the yawn instead. Positive and grateful. And she's like, play the game with a playful spirit about you. And he's like, I'm literally doing that. And that is him. Like, you can't get this guy down. Like, he's just positive and silly and playful. And we love that about him. I love it about him. I appreciate it. And even though it can be annoying, it is compelling to watch.
He's that song. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't never gonna get me down.
Isn't that in, oh my gosh, I'm like picturing a movie. Is it in?
I'm not gonna know.
What? You know everything about movies.
Maybe I will, I guess. I just feel like I don't immediately remember a movie with that song in it.
How come I'm brain dead right now? It's where the girl and her mom switch places and it's like.
Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
That's in Freaky Friday?
Oh, maybe not.
The original?
Is it too old to be in the original?
I just feel like I know that movie pretty well, and I don't feel like it's in it.
Okay, I'm crazy. Oh. Did you watch the second one?
Yes.
Was it good? No. Okay. Because I didn't watch it.
I want to.
And I heard it was bad.
Oh, it was. Oh, it was. Complete subject pivot since she asked me. I was really excited to see it, okay? I did not expect a masterpiece, but I love the OG Freaky Friday. And I'm like,
so
oh my
good.
God, Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis on screen together again 20 plus years later.
What more could you ask for?
I am there. Horrible.
No.
Horrible. Like, the epitome of like every kind of like, because it originally was supposed to be straight to streaming and then they released it in theaters. And like every stereotype of a straight to streaming movie there. Like weird lighting, just like very like, it looked very cold, flat, corporate, like visually. Excessively loud for no reason. Just like characters yelling, loud music, loud transitions. Like there's randomly like a sequence where they're like dancing to Chapel Roan for no reason.
Okay.
The child characters are so annoying and don't act like real teenagers in any way at all. Lindsay Lohan in the first one, teenagers act like that.
For sure.
I acted like that.
Yeah.
You acted like that. I bet. Like this one where it's like they are so witty, so quippy. Like it just it was like unfathomably bad.
Yikes.
It was so bad. Maybe other people loved it. I took a friend to go see it with me and didn't realize that he hadn't seen the first one. And I was like, oh, well, like,
thank heavens.
I was like, you'll
be fine.
catch on pretty quick. And like 20 minutes in the movie, I leaned over and was like, I am so sorry that I brought you to this.
Oh,
like,
no.
Do we need, like, we can leave.
We can leave if you want.
And he was like, no, I'm having fun. And I was like, okay, as long as you're having fun, because this is like the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, it was really, really bad. I think I gave that on Letterboxd. I think I gave it like 1 star.
Oh,
it was really bad. It was really.
Have you seen The Devil Wears Prada 2? I haven't seen it yet.
It came out today.
Oh, huh?
The previews are tonight.
Huh?
No.
Why did I already think it was out?
I will be going to see it. I'm gonna wait.
There.
I used to be an opening weekend girly, and I just quite frankly am. I don't enjoy a crowd at a movie. People
feel
don't know how to behave.
The same.
I'm gonna sound like a boomer.
No.
This is my most boomer take.
Me too.
And it's not just young people. It's not just young people.
Yeah.
Young people,
the moms,
old people, parents, children. People do not know how to act in the movie theaters anymore. I'm like being so real.
Yeah.
No I don't cheering. I don't want to hear you clap.
No.
I don't want to hear you cheer.
No.
I don't want to hear you
gasp,
cough, sniff, gasp, whisper, comment. I'll even go a step further, which I know is too far, because I would never shush anybody for this. I don't even want to hear people laughing.
I get that.
I don't want to hear people laughing. I don't need to know that you thought what just happened was funny. I don't need to hear that.
Sometimes it's involuntary.
Yes, I understand. Like,
but
I just
to have something be that laughable.
Because listen, I loved Project Hail Mary.
Yes.
When we went and saw Project Hail Mary, I shit you not, Alicia. She calmed down after the first hour.
No.
There was this older lady in the row in front of us, and Josh and I are cursed. We are. Because no matter where we sit in the movie theater, no matter when we go, no matter how long we wait to see a movie, I guarantee you that whoever we are sitting right next to is going to be loud and annoying. I'm to the point where I will buy tickets in like the middle of a row and then strategically move down.
Wow.
So like I'll buy tickets in the middle of the row, and then there's usually people that will buy tickets pretty close to you because everybody wants to sit in the middle.
For sure.
Then when we actually get to the movie, I'll double check and be like, are these seats on the end sold? And if they're not,
you will
instead
move
of
there.
sitting in our seats, I'm like, we're gonna move away so that there's at least like a 5-seat buffer between us and the other people. This lady at Project Hail Mary, Alicia, every 30 seconds, I'm like, it's not that funny. It was a funny movie, but it's not that funny.
It's not that funny. It's not a comedy.
I'm so sick of hearing people laughing. And I know what people are going to say. They're going to be like, if you don't want to hear other people, you can control the environment. You can stay home and be like, no. That's not how we flip it.
No.
If you want to act however you want to act, you stay home. You can pause. You can get up. You can pee.
Talk,
you can scream. You can get on your phone. When you are in a public forum, like a movie, those devices are put away. The plastic bags are opened before the movie starts because I don't want to hear when I'm trying to listen to the movie.
Yes.
And your lips are sealed until those credits start rolling, honey.
For sure.
I don't think so, honey. We talked about Las Culturistas. I don't think so, honey. Making any kind of sound in a movie. Any kind of sound at all. Your seat should be adjusted. There's 30 minutes of trailers. Okay? There's 30 minutes of trailers. That is plenty of time for you to adjust your seat, cough, get up and pee, open your snacks, shuffle the ice around in your thing. When the movie starts, you should be silent. You should not be making any fucking sound at all. So, have I seen Devil Wears Prada 2? No, and I'm probably going to wait a month to go see it so that I can go see it at like 9:30 on a Sunday when there's nobody there.
Yeah. Because Meryl Streep's going to come out, everyone's go, woo!
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Listen,
this is not fun.
There have been a few times, I'll admit, that I've gone to a theater and there was cheering and it was fun. There's like 3 times I remember.
The Barbie movie. There's...
I actually don't know if my audience cheered at Barbie. I did go to Barbie opening night and actually had a great time. So thank God for that.
And no one cheered? Or laughed?
People laughed, but like nobody... I do not remember people being obnoxious. There are movies where I remember people being... so obnoxious.
No,
like screaming, laughing, like talking all this.
You know who the worst is? Is Marvel fans.
Because I was just about to say, guess that. So the 2 or 3 times I remember cheering in movies, I did cheer. So I was a part of it. And
I participated. I'm sorry.
I did cheer during Endgame.
Okay.
I went and saw Endgame. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Throughout.
Fair.
Throughout.
Oh, okay.
But I saw it opening night at like 1 a.m.
That's acceptable.
And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, yes.
Because who's going to go see it at 1 a.m.? It's like people that are outrageous.
That I was like, I honestly wasn't bothered by that. I also cheered during Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay.
Because that was the one where it was, because it was like Tobey Maguire. Yeah. Like, yes, I saw that opening night. I saw that with Josh. Josh got annoyed by the cheering.
I got very annoyed by the cheering on that one.
I cheered. Sorry.
Taylor,
and then I believe the only other time I cheered was during The Force Awakens.
Okay.
Because it was just like iconic.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now I am very much a person that I'm pretentious, I'm obnoxious, whatever. I'm genuinely trying to not make any sounds during a movie. Like even if I think
eating popcorn like that.
My popcorn's gone by the time the movie starts.
Huh?
Girl, I am the kind of person where I am so paranoid about being late to a movie. I always know there's going to be 30 minutes of trailers. Wow. But if it says 7:10 on the showtime and we are not at the theater at 7:10, I'm instantly like
panicking.
Oh my God, like what if this is the one time that the movie starts at 7:10 and we're not already sitting there? I'm like, we need to go. Taylor. So I'm always in the seat at 7:10 and then there's 30 minutes of previews, but then it's like we eat all our snacks and I'm happy about that because it means that I have time to open all of Josh's snacks. He has time to his Coke Zero and shuffle the ice. And then he is quiet too. And I really appreciate that.
That's beautiful.
So yeah.
Yeah, I am a big fan.
My heart rate went up during that. My Apple Watch just said that.
It's like, do you need to log your workout?
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay. We made it through. How did we get on this?
Freaky Friday, a song. I don't know.
Oh, it's because I said Rick Devins is like, I get knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We are the most ADHD.
Wait. Oh.
I'm getting reassessed for it.
Really?
On May 19th.
I'm switching medications because the
What are
one I'm
you
on
taking?
is not working. It's dextroamphetamine right now.
Okay. And you're switching to what?
I'm switching to Vyvanse.
Oh, love.
Yeah. But this dextroamphetamine, it's so dumb because you're supposed to take it 3 times a day. What ADHD patient is going to remember to take a med 3
You gotta
times
like
a
tape
day?
that pill to your forehead so you always
Literally.
see it.
And I would still,
Yeah.
it's impossible.
Yeah.
And so it's not that the drug is ineffective. It's that it's the immediate release of it instead of extended release where it lasts all day.
Yes. Yeah.
I had a burp. And so anyway, I can't remember. ADHD.
Yeah.
I was going to say in the Barbie movie when people cheered, it was the second time I'd watched it in theaters and it pissed
What
me.
did people cheer at?
At the end of what's that gorgeous lady who plays the mom and does that monologue? What's her name?
America Ferrera.
Yes. So she like is giving her monologue and then at the end of it, she has like a breath and then she like says a couple more like killer sentences, like statements. And the second time I watched it, people cheered at her like tiny breath break because they thought she was done. They were like, woo! So loud for so long. And then she kept talking, but people kept
missed
cheering.
it.
And I was like,
Yeah.
shut up. You just missed it. You
Yeah.
just missed it.
Yeah.
And then the Spider-Man movies when people were like whistling and cheering. I'm
Yeah.
like, literally shut up.
Oh.
Have you ever shushed people? I have.
So
I'm that level of bad.
I actually have reached the point where I'm gonna become a shusher.
I shush.
Because
I'm like, shh.
I always tell myself like, I basically always just try to talk myself out of it for multiple
Don't.
reasons. I'm like,
Embrace
it's not
it.
that serious. Sometimes I'm literally like, what if this person has a gun? Because it's America.
Okay.
I literally do think that.
No,
like, what if this
yeah.
person has a gun? And
I'm
they
sorry.
pointed at
I'm
me.
sorry.
No, you can
I'm
laugh, but I
sorry.
literally think about that. I'm like,
I know.
What if someone's concealed carrying in the movie theater and I'm like, hey, can you be quiet? And they're like, shut the fuck up. And they pull their gun out at me like, oh my God, sorry. No, keep talking during the Barbie movie. I'm sorry. Like, I think about that sometimes. I think about that and I get scared. But I want to be a shusher. I'm going to be a shusher. I have given people like stink eyes before. Like, I went and saw a musical like last month called Hades Town.
I am crying.
I'm just worried that's what'll happen. But I went and saw a musical and these 2 young girls behind me were talking so much like during the beginning of the play and I just turned around and went like, I went like and looked at them and they stopped. I didn't have to shush them, but I gave them like a stink eye. But yeah, I want to be a shusher. I wanted to shush that lady during Project Hail Mary. Do you know what I did instead? I brought earplugs with me to Project Hail Mary. And as soon as the first 10 minutes happened and she was laughing at everything, I opened those motherfuckers and I put my earplugs in so that I would hear her less. I still love the movie. I love the movie because I bought nice earplugs. But I started bringing earplugs to movies because I'm scared of being a shusher. But I'm going to become a shusher.
I am literally crying.
I get scared that people have guns. This is America. Everybody's got a gun. I'm afraid they're going to shoot me because I told them to be quiet during the Barbie movie.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna pee. That is seriously so funny. Like, could you imagine seeing that?
Yes. I get scared.
Like, they're just laughing.
Yeah.
They're like, shut
Yes.
up.
Yes. That's why I'm like,
I'm
I
not
want to
okay.
keep going to the gym so that I'll look like more physically intimidating. Because I feel like right now, look at me, this
Taylor.
fucking pink hat. I look like Timmy Turner in the Fairly Odd Parents. If I'm like, shh, they're going to laugh at me. But if I keep going to the gym and I get swole and bulky. Oh, I have a photo on my phone of what I want to look like, but it's a little NSFW. So I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. We have done a complete subject pivot and I'm going to do my best to get us back on track.
Oh, look, I have actual tears.
We
Oh
were talking
my
about Rick
gosh.
Devins and his letter from his wife.
Oh my gosh.
That's what we were talking about on this podcast.
Is that what we were talking about?
It was what we were talking about.
Anyway,
on this podcast.
I just thought that was sweet. And it's like, Rick Devins, as annoying as he can be, is just a human being that has a wife that loves him. And he is so positive and playful. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it is hard to get him down. He's like, these people can try, but like, no one's going to knock me down. I'm dead, Taylor. Oh, sorry. You can keep watching
Yes.
the Barbie
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh,
that
man.
was so good.
Yeah.
Okay, of the Survivor cast right now, who do you think would be most likely to be that annoying person to watch a movie with? Who's laughing, cheering, commenting?
The people that are in the game or on like season 50?
In the game.
Oh, Rick.
Yeah.
100%.
That's a no-brainer.
Rick Devins would make a lot of noise. I think Rizzo would make some noise in a movie. I think Rizzo would make some noise. I think that Joe would be quiet. I think
Joe would be quiet.
Suri would be quiet. I think Jonathan would be quiet.
I think Emily would be quiet. I think Emily would shush.
Emily would be quiet. Oh, Emily's a shusher.
She would shush.
Oh, Emily's a shusher.
Any day.
She would walk up and she would shush.
She'd be like, will you be quiet?
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
Yeah. Let's see. Who else is all
Tiff
left?
would be quiet.
Yeah, Tiff
would be quiet, I
Tiff
think.
would be a shusher.
Yeah, she would shush.
Tiff wouldn't just be a shusher.
No, she would be a
Tiff
stink
would be the
eye.
girl that stands up and be like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she would.
And I love that for her.
She would. I love Tiffany. Oh,
And
my
then
gosh.
Stephanie is the person that would have the gun, I think, if somebody told her to be quiet.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna be. That is so funny.
Oh,
she was so mean when she got voted out.
Well,
Because people were like, sorry. She was like,
yeah.
They're like, good game. She's
I
like,
love how
yeah.
she said, did you listen to her exit interview where she's like, I'm not a sore loser? And I was like, I don't know.
Let's
I don't know. I was
run
like,
the tape.
let's
Run the
rewatch
tape.
the last 3 times you were on. I think every time you went out, you were a sore loser.
Yeah.
When she gets voted out in Heroes versus Villains and is like, hey, just an idea, like, don't scream at people.
Yeah. Oh
and
my
James
gosh.
is like,
I forgot
shut
about
up.
that. Yeah.
Shut up and leave.
Shut up and go. Go
Yeah.
home. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
Or like when Bobby John wins the challenge and Stephanie, this is what she says. She's like, "Oh, I can't stand, he gets so gay. He gets so gay when he wins. I can't stand when he's so gay like that." She says that. She does.
No.
She does. Different time. Everyone will say, oh, that was however many years ago, blah, blah, blah.
No.
Yeah, whatever.
No.
It's just
Still.
ironic that she's on Rob Has a Podcast being like, I'm not a sore loser. Yeah, you are.
Yes, you
Yes,
are,
you are.
bitch. Yes, you are.
And just admit it. I will be the first to
Own it,
admit,
yeah.
I am a sore loser.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I try really,
I can
really
be a sore
hard
loser
to
as
keep
well.
it inside and not show. But like on the inside, you better believe that when I'm losing, I'm like, this is the fucking stupidest thing I've ever been. I hate all these people. Like, I'm absolutely like that. I am.
yeah,
I
that's
100% am.
fine.
That's why I can't play Mario Kart with certain people anymore.
Really?
Yes.
Who? Who's
Oh, like
banned?
everybody.
So you just like can't play Mario Kart.
No, what the actual story is that an ex-boyfriend of mine, during COVID, we had like a
Was
little
it-
quarantine bubble. Yes. We had a quarantine bubble and wait, who did you say? Did you say with a Z or a T?
Z.
Oh, no, not him. No.
Oh.
I thought you said the other one.
Oh,
that
okay,
starts with a T. It was during COVID and he and I were living together and then he had a couple really close friends and we kind of just had like our own quarantine bubble and we passed a lot of time playing Mario Kart or Mario Party. And here's the thing with Mario Party, okay? I'm really good at Mario Party. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not trying to be braggy and be a bitch, but I'm good at Mario Party. I've been playing that shit since I was like 2 years old, okay? I'm good at Mario Party. So I naturally win a lot of the mini games. I have a lot of coins, a lot of stars, a lot of items. I sound like Donald Trump. So I naturally sometimes become the target. So if like, for example, somebody passes the boo space and they can steal a star.
They steal it from you every time.
And they want to steal it from me. Then I'm like, oh, okay. Like I see how it goes. And then I'll like activate myself to do even better. And then people are like, Taylor, it's not that serious. It's just a game. I'm like, if it's not that serious, then why is everybody trying to stop me from winning? If it's not that serious, why are all 3 of you trying to stop me from being
if it's not that
from
serious.
being the superstar? If it's not that serious, and then that turned into eventually they all talked to him when I was gone, and we're like,
goodbye.
If Taylor keeps playing, we don't want to play with him anymore.
No.
Yes. So it was a learning
That's
lesson.
hilarious.
It was a learning lesson because I admit that because I don't talk smack initially. But if somebody's trying to make sure that I'm not winning and then I win anyway, you better believe I'm going to remind them.
I love that.
You better believe I'm going to be like, oh yeah, that star you stole, I just stole it back. Isn't that interesting?
Isn't that crazy? It's
And
like
then
you
people are
wasted the steal.
Taylor is a sore loser and takes it so serious. You are the one that started it. You stole it from me first. I won the star fair and square. I didn't pick on anybody. I am better than you at the game. And now you're mad about it. And you're trying to stop me from winning. And then when all of a sudden I try to stop you from stopping me from winning, I'm the one that's the problem.
I'm the sore loser. Yeah.
It's, you know.
That's good.
So, yes, there was a time in my life where I actually could not play Mario Party anymore. I had to watch them play instead.
They had you watch?
Well, I didn't want to be lonely.
That's true.
It was COVID. There was nothing to do.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is making me think about Sam because Sam wins a lot of games. Like, he's just good at games.
I'll humble him.
And so everyone like targets him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I just want everyone to have fun. Like, but they all come for me. I'm like, it's because you're winning.
Oh, I'm all for people having fun. But as soon as people are like, I'm like, all bets are off.
Yeah.
All bets. If it's about having fun, then it doesn't matter who you pick.
Nope.
If it's all about having fun, why are you picking me?
Flip a freaking coin.
Why are you picking me? It's not all about having fun if you're trying to stop me from winning.
Yeah. Why do you care
hate that.
so much?
I hate when people say stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't think so, honey. I don't think so, honey. Saying it's just a game and then spending the entire game trying to make sure the person in first place loses.
Sure.
It's not if it's not that serious, it doesn't matter, right? Just play the game. People are dumb. They are.
I'm losing. That is so funny. Ah!
Anyway.
Oh.
Should we talk about the episode now?
Yeah, let's talk about the episode. Now.
Oh my God.
Okay. So
we already got the biggest thing out of the way.
They come back from camp.
They do.
After they vote out Christian.
As they do. They do come back.
As they do. They leave and come back.
Yes.
And Emily and Ozzy have to have this little repair moment where she's like, I'm sorry. Like, Christian was my day one. Ozzy's like, I was your day one too. Jeez. She's like, I know. I guess I was like tighter with Christian. I was put in a rock and a hard place and I chose Christian. I'm sorry. And he's like, yeah, you did. But okay, whatever. But in his mind, he still knows and he's holding on to it and remembers. And I just commend him so much for his social game.
Yeah.
And Jonathan clocks this
like
later on in the episode.
He's cerebral.
Yes. Yeah. He's not playing with his like muscles, his brawn. He's like thinking things through. And it's so true. I'm like, yeah, he is. And he's crushing everyone. Yeah. Like, he has been targeted several times. And I thank goodness for Suri.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But he has like put in so much work in his social game. And I'm like, good job, Ozzy. Emily said for the first time ever, she's been on the wrong side of the vote.
Yes.
And so I was really excited to see, and am still excited to see how Emily is going to work from the bottom. And I'm curious, because she and Rick Devins are like in lockstep.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were in a 3 with like Christian.
Yeah.
And I feel like she is almost a boy version or a girl version of Rick Devins where she's just like chaotic. And she doesn't do it to be like silly and funny, but I think that's what she does when she's backed up against a wall. She's like, I gotta just blow something up.
Yeah.
So I'm curious now with them at the bottom and him now having an idol, what they're gonna do.
I mean, if I'm skipping ahead a little bit.
Yeah, we're all over the place today.
Like, well, first of all, yes, I agree that they're in lockstep. They were on the bottom, but then they were right back with everybody this episode. Because the only person that was on the wrong side of the vote was Stephanie herself. And I was going to say that what I'm really interested to see is it still seems like nobody's really clocked what's going on in the middle. Because we've seen exactly like we kind of predicted that the Suri, Rizzo, Ozzy trio has just been ping-ponging back and forth where they got Christy and Coach. Then they got Christian. Then they got Steph. I wouldn't be surprised if next week they get like Emily or Aubrey. Like, and they just like swing back and forth. Because like the thing that I was going to say too is Emily and Rick were like completely left out of the vote this time. Like, that means that everybody had convinced them that they were down with this like Aussie. Yeah, like they were down with this Aussie plan. So it was really interesting to kind of see this episode how maybe interesting is the right word. I guess it just provides like a little more context as to why maybe Rick did all the showmanship that he did at Tribal because they probably felt, yes, that they were really at the bottom. They didn't know who to trust. And I think they're going to get reeled back in by that trio.
Yeah.
To then use to take another strike at whoever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that thought was like super coherent, but basically what I'm trying to say is like, Suri is playing so great. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I know we were talking about Rick, Devins, and Emily, and then I had to find a way to connect it to that. But like, anyway.
She's playing so great. But yeah, I think Stephanie in her exit interview had mentioned that in the conversation where she confronts Suri and is like, what the heck, you were going to write my name down. And she does it in such an awkward, weird, aggressive, abrasive way. I strongly dislike Stephanie.
Yeah.
Strongly.
Yeah.
Anyway, the way she was talking to Suri, I'm like, you are talking to mother.
Yeah. Well, and Suri was like, how do you know what I was going to do? You think I'm going to say no? And somebody like Suri played it off so well.
She's so good.
Yeah.
But anyway, Stephanie said kind of in that conversation, they had this like come to Jesus meeting where it's like, this is crazy. We need to get on like a consensus here and let's just go Devins. Like, let's just all vote him out. Like, he's a mess, blah, blah, blah. So before they went into tribal, it sounds like, at least according to Steph, and it looks like amongst the players, like Devins knew he was going home or like he was in serious trouble.
Do you believe that?
That he was going to go home?
When I listened to her exit interview, I was like...
What do you mean?
When she was like... Because Rob is like,
was
Devins going home? And she was like, yes. Devins was going to go home. And I was like...
Or was it just because she got fooled?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like...
I know.
I just don't know if I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. She probably has at least a better understanding of what was going on because she was actually there. But I was like... Because she basically was like, if Rick didn't flip the coin, he was going home. But I was like, man.
Yeah.
And obviously they can edit anything. But I was like, the way that she got dragged at Tribal, I just was like... I just don't know if he was going home or not.
I don't know either. And it's true, we can't really like take her word for it because I don't think she wasn't in the know of anything, really, of much.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised. Okay, no, we'll get to tribal in a minute instead of bouncing around so much.
Let's give this episode like a little bit of the structure because we've talked about a lot of the important points. So Alicia already mentioned we come back from camp. Emily and Ozzy talk. Emily and Rick kind of have a moment in the hammock where they're like, we have nothing to lose. Let's just start throwing shit at the wall. Yeah. And so they're like, okay, fierce.
Devins reveals that the idol's fake.
The next morning, they're in camp and Rick is like, let me tell you the story. And he basically tells them the story of how he wrapped just random stuff in the Billie Eilish boomerang idol, hid it at Tribal. So basically reveals that it's fake and that reignites Joe, who's like, I've already wanted Devins out for a while. We've disagreed. This just shows me how strategic he is. Like, I want Devins out. And then that sentiment kind of pervades the rest of camp where it's basically like, we need to get him out next.
Yeah. And they were like, his just antics and just all of that stuff. They're like, let's just get him out. Like, come on. Then they go into the auction.
Yes.
Which is so exciting.
Yeah. The auction was a little bit more fun this time because they didn't have the shenanigans of like whoever has the most money at the end. Like I was glad they didn't do that.
Yeah. They didn't do that. People didn't have to like find their money.
Yes.
Or like look for their money in the woods. And they didn't have like an advantage. So everyone just holds their money to the end.
Yes.
And it was like, it's going to be comfort, chaos, or both. And I was like, oh, great. But the chaos was like fun. It was just good fun. Yeah. And I loved it so much. And it was just like classic auction. Everyone has $500. What they don't spend, they get to keep. And it's just like...
Yeah.
And it was like the toothbrush and toothpaste and like, anyway, so good. I loved it.
It made me laugh that when Jeff explained the comfort chaos thing, it seemed like nobody
Everyone
understood
was like,
it.
huh?
And that goes back to an Instagram reel I saw. I can't remember what this creator's name is, but she basically was like, something that the new era has been doing is that things... She was pointing at the thing that Christian had to read that was explaining the advantage. And she was like, if you have to like read
and reread,
read and reread, and then the audience has to like pause at home to read the thing, I think we've like lost the plot.
Yeah.
And that's how I
agree.
kind of felt about this comfort and chaos thing, is like, it really does just kind of seem like they're trying to just make things more chaotic.
They're just like overcomplicating.
Just because, yes. And it's like, I feel like even Jeff sometimes doesn't even know what he's saying. Because if it's like the players don't understand what's going on, and then he's like, there's going to be some good, some bad, and both.
a bit of both.
And it's like, hasn't the auction always been like that though? Hasn't the auction always had like, oh, you just bought bat soup?
Yep.
Oh, you just bought like
Grubs.
Yeah, like
The freaking egg.
yeah, the balut.
Yeah.
Like there's always been comfort and
gosh.
chaos, and so it just felt like another excuse.
It was unnecessary.
To just be like, oh, what's gonna happen?
Season
The
50.
monster. Yeah, I don't know.
And I love the players were just like, we're over it. We're tired. We're hungry.
That's what I would
Let's
be doing if I
skip
was
the
out
show
there.
on the road.
Come on, Jeff. I know there's
Jeff.
like peanut butter under there. Come on.
Yeah, just pull it out.
Yeah.
You know the most disgusting like food eating challenge thing was the one with the smoothie.
Oh, on Pearl Islands. Crazy.
That
Crazy.
I am confident in my abilities in a lot of things. Like when I watch Survivor, I'm like, I think I could do that. I think I could do that. It's the eating stuff that I'm like,
I think there's
you know?
certain gross things on Survivor that I could eat. I don't think I could do the balut with like the feathers and everything.
Nope.
The sea slug that Jonathan had to eat, I don't think I could do that. But like
I
the
could do the grubs.
the grubs that Aubrey did, I'm like,
I
it
could
would
do the
definitely be
grubs.
disgusting, but like I think I could do it.
she crushed that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like what other gross shit they've done. Like
They've done the one with the cow blood.
what?
What?
Cow blood?
Yes, you don't remember this? It
Cow
was
blood?
yeah.
I remember
They
them
had
eating like
this
brains and
tribe.
tongue and stuff.
No, they have. Oh my gosh, this is
Cow blood?
for the first time ever. I remember something that you don't remember.
What season?
Old. I can't remember what season. Was it Africa?
Oh, that would make sense.
And a tribe, like a local tribe, and what some of the like natives there do is you can like stab the cow and basically blood is just like squirting out and you get it in a cup.
Oh,
and then
no, I do remember this.
and she has blood pouring out of her
yes.
mouth.
Oh my God, yes. I think this is Africa where it happens. Oh my God, yes.
That
It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
could not do that. I could not do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Aubrey, her saying this season is, I'm psycho.
Yeah, it's a little. Aubrey is somebody that like.
I'm psycho. Let's do it. I'm like, girl.
Yeah, she's a little cringe to me
funny.
this season.
Yeah.
Um,
But her moment with like the mac and cheese, and it's like, I'm thinking of my kids. I was like, I just picture her as a mom.
yeah.
That's just so loving and tender. And I'm like, she's just been through the ringer in
Yeah.
like Survivor, and she's just like,
Yeah.
I would just.
I'm such a hater.
You're
because
fine.
The moment with the mac and cheese.
Were you like,
Aubrey didn't
"Boo."
annoy me, but it annoyed me that Jeff was
Joe?
like, Joe, what's
Oh.
the feeling about what Aubrey's? I'm like,
Huh?
why do I give a fuck what Joe thinks about Aubrey crying about mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Like it's I've seen so many jokes about how Jeff loves to do the thing where like I love when where it's like, you know, the interesting thing about siblings is that there's not a parent here. What are you thinking about that? And it's just like,
it's just the
Jeff,
most
they're
random.
happy to see their sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
They're
Let
happy
it
to see their
be.
sister. Joe, what's the feeling Aubrey's having? She misses her kid.
Yep.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Why are we trying to turn everything into some grand metaphor about life? It's mac and cheese.
It's mac and cheese. That's it.
Aubrey's
And
crying
kids
because
like
she
it.
misses her kid. That's beautiful and wonderful. I don't need to hear what Joe thinks about it, and you don't need to ask him what he thinks about it. Okay.
You should be on Survivor.
No, I shouldn't. They would never cast me because they're going to see this podcast and be like, we can't risk this guy screaming at Jeff during the auction. Because I would. Jeff be like, Taylor, what do you think about Aubrey? And I would be like, shut the fuck up. And I would pull out my gun. And pull out my gun at Jeff. That's what I would do.
Oh my gosh. I love it. So that
Oh my
seriously
God.
is the funniest. Oh my gosh, I was
Yeah.
crying. Crying.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Joe almost needed that moment for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think the audience needed it to like Joe again in some way or to care
Listen,
about Joe.
I like when Joe's mouth is closed.
You like him? and you're just looking at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then
And
the
the challenge.
mouth. Then the mouth opens.
And you're like,
Then I'm like, yeah. Then I'm like in the movie. I'm the shusher now.
Joe.
Joe. Shh.
It was perfect.
Shh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. But for me, that moment was like, oh, I like, that is something I do like about Joe is how much he loves his family.
Yes.
He's such a good
dad.
hot family guy.
Yes.
Dad loves his kids. Like his family is who he is. Like he's tender.
Yeah.
And I was like, I needed that. I needed that to remember the bits of 48 Joe. And that was like the first moment I feel like I saw him.
Yeah.
And then again, he has this tender moment when they get the loved ones letters. And he's like, after I read those, I could tear the roof off of anything. And I was like, okay.
I was like, you could tear the roof off of me.
You're like,
Joe?
go ahead.
Come over.
Welcome.
Tear it open.
Anytime. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny watching Jonathan gag and throw up and choke on that. What was it called?
He like got the worst of it.
The sea slug.
Like, hey,
he
you
got
don't even get this
screwed.
nice food. Like, yeah, it was.
That you paid for.
Yeah. Like, I even felt bad for him in that moment. I was like, man, this is just like production just yanking people's chains.
I did like the idea, though, of the comfort and chaos and like sharing items and that you have to like pick someone before you know what it is.
Yeah.
And then, so anyway, I actually did think that was interesting.
Yeah.
I liked that. And Ozzy got to eat fried chicken and mashed potatoes and a Diet Coke, and a Coke. Like he had the best.
I feel like this is the one time I would have almost liked to see some kind of advantage.
Oh?
Just because Jeff mentions at the beginning, like, you can share money. And I think it would have been really interesting. And I don't want a crazy advantage. I'm maybe talking like advantage in the immunity challenge. And all it would have been is like, if you drop your ball one time,
you can reset.
You get a reset.
I like
Something
that.
simple. But it would have been interesting to see like who piles money.
Yep.
Like
with who?
Who decides, like, maybe it's pretty obvious, but I don't know. I feel like that at least would have made some interesting
that would have been interesting.
Stuff.
Yeah, it would have. It really, really would have.
Yeah.
Let's see what else I wrote out. Oh, Suri throwing up.
And then coming back to
And then coming back and eating
people
more.
are like, hey,
She's a
can I
queen.
eat? Can I buy it off her? She's like, I'm gonna come back and finish
She's like,
it.
no,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
She got a lot of stuff. I wrote
She
down
did.
what everyone got. She got toothpaste and the brush. She got the blanket.
Yes.
And she got the charcuterie board.
Yeah.
And she got her loved one letter.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
She cleaned up.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Jonathan got screwed. He just got the PB&J sandwich and sea slugs.
Yeah.
Rizzo got a few things. Anyway, Suri made out like a bandit.
Yes, she did.
No one even contested her on the toothpaste, toothbrush. But apparently she's smelly.
They're all smelly.
Jeff threw
Yeah.
her under the bus
Oh, yeah.
and was like, oh no, I can smell you more than that.
She was like, can you smell the mint? As she was brushing her teeth. And he was like, I think I'm smelling more
you
of you. And
than
then
the
they
mint.
laughed.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Oh, yeah. They're probably all pretty
Oh,
stinky.
Jeff.
From what I've read, it's that the overpowering scent is campfire is what they all smell like.
That's not bad.
And then also BO.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Campfire would make
maybe
sense.
I'm naive, but I'm like, if you're going out every single day into the ocean and like scrubbing yourself with like
Yeah.
sand,
You're right.
am I like
you're not
delusional for
eating, so
thinking
your
that you
breath
wouldn't
isn't,
stink
like-
so bad of BO? Like, you would still smell like campfire and outside,
And
but like
sweat.
I don't think you would smell like sweat and shit, you know?
Yeah. I do know what you're saying. I think you're right.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if
I'll
we
let
get
you
on
know.
Survivor, then I can report back and be like, no, you do smell
You
like BO.
smell like-
You do smell like BO out there.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay, fierce.
Or you can let me know, but
Okay.
I don't think you're going to apply.
Great. Oh,
You said you don't want to apply.
oh no, I understand. Yeah.
I was like, wait, no, I love you.
It's not
so
that I don't want to apply.
I think you would
It's not that I don't
kill
want to
it.
apply.
You know this.
It's not that I don't want to apply. I don't
Okay.
like rejection.
Right. It hurts.
And I don't want to be the first person voted out. That would literally be the end of me if I was the first person voted out on
Girl.
Survivor 53 or whatever.
Really?
Oh my God, yes, my whole life.
No,
Dream getting on my show and
yeah.
I get out first.
But you got on the show.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God,
I know.
no.
I know. I know.
I would
know.
literally be. They'd have to call in like the.
I would not be
the like
okay.
mental health care assistant into Ponderosa and not leave me alone because I'd be like, I'm gonna burn this place down.
Yep. I don't
If
even
I'm
care
voted out
anymore.
first, there's not gonna be a season 53. Okay. I would pull out my gun and go, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Pop.
Yeah.
Reset.
Yeah.
Reset.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, so then they get their loved ones letters. It's like, if everyone is willing to pay $20, you can all get your loved ones letters, but there will be chaos, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's like, yeah, let's do it. Joe's like, I'll tear the roof off. This is so exciting. They don't get to read them immediately because they have to go straight. Oh, wait.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. Rizzo was gagged.
One of the most famous people in the world.
Which I will say, he has accomplished a lot. Yeah. Like, being that big of a YouTuber and like that well known, and being the like just the biggest show, he gives away so much money. Like, he's just a kind, fun-loving guy.
Yeah.
That's kind of goofy, nerdy.
Yeah.
Just wants a good time. I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Beast. But also, this better be good and not destroy the game.
I'm not saying anything about Mr. Beast, but I am saying that I don't think he should be on the show.
Fair. Me too. Agreed.
I'm not going to say anything about the philanthropy he's done. Go off, queen.
Yeah.
But I why is he here?
Yeah. You
Why?
know what? That I did say to Sam though, I was like, that is how you rich person. Make the pot $2 million. You should have done that anyway, actually.
You should have paid the producers to hand pick the cast of 50.
Yeah.
Because then we could have had Colby and Jerry, Abby Maria, Chaos
Amanda.
Cass, Carolyn,
Yes.
Shan,
Yeah.
Jesse,
Omer.
Andy,
Sam wouldn't hurt. Taylor would love it.
Oh, I would cry.
Anyway, I was like, that's great. If I had that much money, I would be like, yes, Survivor, it's going to be $2 million every year because that's what it should be anyway. Whatever. They're like, ooh, it's going to be a Mr. Beast super beware advantage. You'll find out at tribal council. I'm like, what are they going to have to do? Like, what is this going to be? We'll see. I'm scared. I was crapping my pants.
Well, with the way Mr. Beast goes, it would be like, you have to hold your breath underwater for 24 hours and the last person standing wins $1 million.
Yep.
That's the kind of stuff he does.
And if you can't do it, you're out.
You die.
You die.
It's like Squid Game.
It is Squid Games. If you can't do it, you'll drown because there's like a bar above you. You can't get out of the water. Sorry. Sorry you couldn't do the challenge. I don't make the rules.
Oops.
Then he leaves. They go straight into an immunity challenge, which I'm like, I wonder if the food or like what they ate or how much they ate affected their performance. I don't think so that much, but I was just thinking like, I wonder if that made it difficult.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I was delusional about this challenge. I was like, Cerie's going to win.
What?
I was.
Did you act? Wait, are you being serious?
Yes.
What?
I was like holding something still. I was like, she's going to do it.
She can't balance though. Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I was like, manifesting it so hard because I was like, because as soon as there was like, oh, there's going to be a twist at tribal, I was like, Cerie's going to go home.
Yeah.
So I'm manifesting that she's winning immunity
Did
so that
you
it does not happen.
Absolutely die when someone mentioned her name at
Oh,
camp?
absolutely.
Who did it again?
100%. I think it was.
Oh, it was Steph.
Steph and Jonathan,
it was Steph.
I think.
Yeah, Steph and Jonathan.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they go into the challenge and they have to do the like balancing on a slanted platform that slowly gets more narrow while balancing a ball on like a bow thingy. And going into it, I was like, I bet Tiff is going to take this one. Tiff is going to take this one and it's going to be like her and Aussie showdown. That's literally what I thought. That's what happened.
And you were right. That's what this is.
And that's what this is. And did I laugh a little when Rick Devins like fell on his butt off of the platform? Yes, I did. I'm sorry. Okay? Sue me. I did feel bad for him. But I did laugh.
He got to get back up though, right? Because wasn't it during the transition?
It was during the transition.
Yeah.
And he was like trying to balance and then he fell off and tripped over his like the bow or his foot, I can't remember, and then he like tried to get back up again and Jeff counted him in and then he fell down.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You ain't never gonna get me down. That's funny that
That's
was
Devins.
applicable twice. Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny. Okay, so yeah, whatever. Tiff and Ozzy had a little showdown. Tiff won, and I loved this moment for her because last time she played, she got voted out on day 19, and it was day 19. And the thing that drove her through that challenge was like, I'm not going home. Like, I am winning this thing. And I just love her fire and tenacity and just like spark. She just has such good energy. And I really wish that we did see more of Tiff.
Yeah.
In her last season and in this
episode.
season.
It was another quiet episode for her too. I actually haven't looked at the confessional
will
count.
you look at that?
Yeah, I'm going to look at it right now because I think that it was it was a pretty quiet episode for her.
Yeah, we didn't hear from... Who else did we not hear from? I don't think we had a confessional from Emily. Maybe one.
Okay, here we go. So,
2?
according to this, Emily had 5.
Huh? What did she talk about? Anyway, keep
there was
going.
probably stuff in the beginning. So Rick had the most at 8. Then Suri had 6.
Okay.
Emily had 5. Aubrey had 4. Joe, Jonathan, and Ozzy had 3. Tiffany and Stephanie had 2, and Rizzo had 1. So
Okay.
yeah, quiet
Interesting.
episode for Rizzo and Tiff in particular. Stephanie only had 2 confessionals, but she was like the name on everybody's lips, so
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah,
as
yeah.
quiet for her. So that means that Ozzy's in the lead. Rick Devins has the second most. Suri has the third.
All right.
Yeah.
Mama Suri.
Yes.
Okay. That's good to know. But yeah, Tiff, she just had this really cool moment, and maybe that's why we didn't get as much from her too, but she had a couple really funny moments this episode, actually.
Yeah.
Because I loved at Tribal when it was like live and someone was like, what about Steph's steal a vote? And she's like, well, she can't steal all of our votes. She's just going to steal like yours, like to Devins or something. I was like, I love you, Tiff. Just saying things how they are. But yeah, she won immunity and it was just like a really sweet, good moment. The girl is safe. She's won it twice now.
Yes.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Then they go back to camp and all get to open up their letters. What did you think about the letters? And we didn't get to see everyone
Yeah, we
say
didn't get to
something
see
about
everybody.
we didn't get to see Rizzo.
The one that stood out to me the most was Suri because of the story about her dad, where
Yep.
she was like, my dad has never written me a letter my entire life. I'm 54.
Yeah.
And he's
that's
never
so
written me a
sweet.
letter, and he wrote me one this time. And it's like really encouraging me to take it home. I thought that was really sweet for her.
I loved that. Aubrey
Yeah.
has a good moment. And Aubrey also has this moment where she reflects on Korong. And she
Yes.
was like,
This is what I was saying. Like, the thoughts that I said at the very beginning, where I was like, I have thoughts on Aubrey,
yeah, go for it.
is like, I don't know, like, how she's gonna do it, but like, I really am getting like winners edit energy
for
from her,
sure.
which is so crazy because I really feel like she's been with peace and love, like a pretty irrelevant factor
1000%.
to most of what has happened so far. So that only leads me to believe if they really are giving her winners edit energy, that she's somehow in the next 3 episodes, because I
Gonna
think
pull
there's
it
only
out.
3 episodes left. 4. She's
Yeah.
going to somehow get like
I know.
Ozzy, Rizzo, Suri, and Jonathan all out, and then go to the end with like Tiff and Rick and win or something. Like,
No, totally.
because yeah, like I don't think we've ever had, well, ever is a strong word, but like we've had people reflecting on their previous losses, but hers, it was like so direct.
Yeah, it was
of,
really
like,
explicit.
I think that I should have won. And people were bitter. But
And they
I
did
see
the whole
why
replay.
what Michelle did worked. Like, it was really interesting of like, my first thought was like, oh God, not more season 32 discourse of who should have won. Because
Yeah.
I've mentioned this on the pod before. When I first saw the season, I was like, oh, Aubrey was robbed. She should have won. In hindsight, I still think overall that Aubrey played a better game, but I'm not as like, I'm just not as like passionate of like, oh, Aubrey was robbed, whatever, because I like Michelle. If you get the votes, you win. Michelle won, and then I stand Michelle so hard on Winners at War. I loved her.
Same.
So now, like, I'm less passionate about that debate, but that was my first
And-
thought. Is like, this is just going to reactivate the like
The
conflict.
discourse about
and
it.
and I was just like, why? I mean, I guess the reason why is because there's a winner and a not winner in this situation. But I was like, why can't it just be like, wow, we just saw 2 women play
Yeah.
such great games, kind of a thing. But that's Survivor doesn't work like that, because
No.
there's always a winner.
Yep. I think also going to like Suri and how she's so consistent. Michelle was really consistent in both of her games.
Yeah.
And it's like, she made it to the final 3 like both times.
I
That's
think
amazing.
Michelle is the only person to play twice.
And make it to the end.
Well, there's people that have gotten to the end twice. She's the only person that has played multiple times and has not had her torch snuffed, excluding Medivacs. Because I think the list is just Jenna Maraska, Kyle from this season, and Michelle. But Jenna left to go and be with her mom before she died. Yeah. Kyle got medevac. So Michelle is the only person that's played Survivor more than once and has never been voted out.
That's amazing.
Of everybody. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hang your hat on it,
that
girl.
That's incredible.
Fierce. Yeah.
And it's like, you know, there's the whole debate of like, does the jury ever get it wrong? Mm-hmm. They can't get it wrong. Whatever. So it's like, Michelle earned that win. Whatever.
Yeah.
I felt that way when I watched Karang. I was like, confused, I think. I was like, why? Huh.
Well, and they also do, it's not Michelle's fault, but production does that dumb twist at the end of like, you get to vote out a jury member, which is dumb.
It is dumb.
Like, it's not her fault. She would have won anyway. Mm-hmm. But it was dumb. Yeah. It was dumb.
That's pretty OP, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Aubrey has this powerful flashback moment.
Yes.
She's like, maybe I should take a couple notes from Michelle. Doesn't really say what they are, but whatever.
That's what I was saying is like, we keep getting these clips of Aubrey. Like
she's like, I'm gonna ball out right now.
Yeah, last episode when she like links up with Jonathan, she's like, it's time for me to like,
let's play.
And then you don't hear from her the rest of the episode. Mm-hmm. So it's really, that's why I keep thinking like, I feel like it's so much that they're giving her a winner's edit because they have to keep like showing us her over and over again. Yeah. But like she's just not relevant to the story yet, which is crazy that it's relevant. Like the final 9.
And it doesn't mean she's not trying because she clearly is trying.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's not trying or that she's not a good player, but like
no.
She hasn't done anything at all except give up an idol for no reason and then cry about it the next episode.
Exactly.
So like if she is the winner of 50,
I'm a little shook.
I'm going to be shook, one, because I'm like, in these next 4 episodes, you better make me believe it and buy it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm also like, ugh, like what kind of reaction am I going to have if Aubrey's the winner and that means she took out like Cirie, Rizzo, Ozzy, Jonathan, who I think would all beat her.
Yeah, I think they would all beat her as well.
So I don't know.
I think Emily might have a chance of beating her.
I don't know. I don't know. Like it'll be interesting to see how it plays out and how it's edited and how it gets spun and I don't know.
So speaking of Aubrey, we'll continue with her because then it goes into the chaos of like, all right, we have a vote. Mm-hmm. And the first conversation is between Aubrey, Steph, and Jonathan when they're at the hammock. And Aubrey's like, does exactly what we're talking about. It's time. We've got to make some moves. Why are we thinking about voting out people like Devins or whatever when there's Ozzy with an idol, Rizzo with an idol that no one is talking about? Like there's bigger targets and bigger threats here and we should go after them. And then Jonathan is like, Devins is a great smokescreen. We should keep him. We should go for Ozzy. Like, he's good at challenges. Mm-hmm. He's playing really different. He's more he's playing really cerebral. And to loop Steph in, he exaggerates this situation where he kind of just lies and says that, right?
Well, on Steph's exit interview, she said that, like, she confronted Ozzy about
that's right. Yes.
And she says like Ozzy was like, yeah, I did say that I had some trust issues with you. Cause she was like snippy with Rob a little bit. Yeah. Where she was like, Jonathan said he exaggerated it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. I just got weird energy from her interview that she was just kind of snippy. And anyway. So, yes, Jonathan exaggerates something that he had said that we don't see in the show. So it made it seem like it was a lie. Yeah. And so then Steph is like, oh my God, like.
Why would Ozzy say my name? Why would he say my name? We've been so close. Da 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 da.
Yeah. So then she's like, we can't let Cirie know. Mm-hmm. They tell Joe. Mm-hmm. And then Joe goes to Cirie and is like.
Well, and I think even before that. First, Jonathan and Aubrey pitch it to Devins.
Jonathan and Stephanie. Sorry. Yes, to Devins and Aubrey. Yes, correct.
Yes. So Jonathan and Steph pitch it to Devins and Aubrey. Yes. Why is my brain not working? Yeah. Anyway, they pitch it to them on the beach. And this is where Devins was telling the truth in Tribal. They came to them and they pitched this. And we got to go for Ozzy.
And Stephanie's thing was like, Jonathan was the one pitching it. I was just there.
Yeah. And we were just sitting on the beach together. I didn't come to you with a plan. Yeah. Whatever.
Okay, girl.
I still don't know why I shouldn't throw him under the bus in Tribal. Like, no one was ever like, well, actually, Jonathan was driving this.
I think because the thing is, we've noticed that it seems like in comparison to other New Era seasons, people are not willing to like cut their number one. Mm-hmm. Like because we were saying last week what Christian should have done if he wanted to stay was turn on Devins.
For sure.
And yeah, if Stephanie wanted to stay, and
She's gotta
that's what I'm
cut
saying.
Jonathan, yeah.
You talked last week. Steph is like, or Stephen Fishback is like, Steph is so astute, and I'm like, if Steph was actually astute and could sense where the wind was blowing, she should have been like,
save her
well,
cheeks.
actually, Devins, if you want to do it, the actual person that was doing it was Jonathan, because this is what he told me.
Yep.
And then you see what happens after
And then
that.
it would have blown up Jonathan, and Ozzy
Yeah.
would have been like, you said I said what? Like,
Yeah.
Anyway, for sure.
Yeah.
But she didn't do that at all. And it's because she owns up to like, I just fell on my sword for him, because that's what alliance members do. And I'm just like, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
you're not a hero.
Well,
you're not a hero.
Well, and if anything, it almost sounded like she was kind of like bitter at him too.
Yeah.
Because she
But what does
basically
she
came
expect?
out. Her exit interview basically was her just blaming Joe and
yeah.
Jonathan and being like they messed everything up.
But what's so funny is like, what do you expect though, Steph?
I don't know.
Like, they're not. If you're at Tribal and Devins is blowing you up, and you know, if I knew it was like me who actually threw out the plan, I'm not going to speak up and be like, actually, it was all my idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after Jonathan and Steph talked to Devins and Aubrey, Jonathan was like, Devins, you get Emily, I'm going to get Joe. And then the 6 of us can get this vote together and it'll be great. And he's like, cool. So then Jonathan goes to Joe. And he's like, Joe, this is the plan. And Joe's like, man,
I want to get Devins.
I want to get Devins so bad. Like, come on, I don't know. And then Devins goes to Emily, and they have this whole moment of like,
Yeah, he's like, I think the game is afoot.
oh, the game, yeah, something's afoot. And
Yeah.
she's like, what is going on?
And he goes, Aussie. And she's like, after all this, they want him out.
Yeah, and she's like, and this was funny too. I just think it's so ironic that they want to go with Ozzy, and they're just piggybacking off of Christian's genius, really, where they're clocking like how big of a threat Ozzy is. And it's like, I feel like it's going to become all Jonathan's idea. Like, oh, it's actually my idea who made, like, I realized that Ozzy is so powerful and blah, 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 blah. It's like Christian did, okay? That's just like a personal peeve because I love Christian. Anyway, so Emily's like, okay, I'll write down Ozzy with you again. Like, whatever. So then, do you want to take over when, does Joe go to Suri first? Yes.
Well, yeah, Joe goes to Suri.
And Tiff.
Yeah.
Suri and Tiff, and then,
And is like, this is what they're doing. And then it kind of just, well, it kind of just like turns into chaos after that. Because, yeah, like we said earlier in the episode, then like Suri is trying to get the votes to, like, she's like, should I use my extra vote?
Yeah.
Like, should I use my extra vote when we flip it and get like Steph out? But then Steph goes to Suri and is like, hey, I heard this. What's going on? And Suri is like, you think, like, hey, I never said, like, you don't know what I was going to actually do. You think I'm going to say no if somebody tells me a name?
Well, and even before that, Steph goes to Tiff. So, yeah, Tiff and Suri again. And she was like, what I'm hearing is that we're splitting it between Aubrey and Emily. Like, that's just what I'm being told. And Suri's like, girl, you're lying straight to my face again.
Like
she doesn't say that.
Yeah, like Steph comes to talk to them and Suri is like, I can tell that Stephanie's lying. She's not making direct eye contact with me. She's really uncomfortable.
Yep. There was a couple like cool things I noticed about Suri. That was one of them. Is just how good she is at clocking a lie. And especially with Steph, because she's played with her so many times in so many games. You know, it's like she knows her at this point. But the other time was when, just before, Joe came to her and was like, this is what they're saying. She is so good at not exposing how close she is to Ozzy.
Yeah.
Because she was like, okay, like, I don't want to shake the tree, is what she said. So she's like, let's think about it. If we go that way and we vote out Ozzy, we're giving power to Jonathan, Steph.
Yeah, the 5 of them.
Yeah.
Jonathan,
like Devins,
Steph, Devins,
Aubrey,
Emily to just like run away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, that's exactly what we're doing. And I'm like, she's so good at defending her allies. Anyway, so that was another moment with Suri. And then I was like, she's, again, so good with her like people skills and whatnot when she has Steph confronting her so strongly. And she just like is so good at being so calm. Anyway, I was like, I love you, Suri.
Yeah.
Let's see if I had any other notes from Suri. Oh, it was so funny when Suri has this moment with Ozzy where she's like, okay, this is what's happening. I have the extra vote. I think we need to use it. And he was like, are you sure you want to use your ex vote? And she's like, do you want to go home? And he's like, no. I just thought it was so funny. She's like, if you want me to not use it, like whatever. He's like, no, I don't want to go home. Anyway, so then Ozzy goes to Jonathan. And this is where I'm like, Ozzy, what the hell?
Yeah,
like,
I remember thinking this too of like, why did Ozzy go tell Jonathan this?
He goes to Jonathan and he's like, okay, so we're going stuff.
Yeah.
Are you stupid? Like, he's not stupid. That's mean. But
well, yes, I thought the same thing. I'm like, if he's operating under the assumption because he had told Jonathan, like, I don't trust Steph that much, like...
Well, and Jonathan...
I feel like, if anything, that's kind of speaking to Jonathan's gameplay a little bit.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I know him and Jonathan have been close. And then we see in the tribal, when Devins blows stuff up, and he said that Jonathan and Steph said Ozzy's name, they're having, like, the live tribal, and Jonathan whispers to Ozzy, he's like, dude, don't believe Devins. I would never say your name. And Ozzy's like, no, I don't believe him at all. Like, you wouldn't do that. I was like, okay,
I mean,
wow.
Ozzy could just be saying whatever he needs to say.
For sure. But, like, Jonathan is very aware of that, and he's trying. I was just trying to, like, speak to Jonathan's game a little bit. If we're going to try and give him some credit, whatever. But I was like, Ozzy, come on. Like, does he not understand how close Jonathan and Steph are? It was just weird, because I feel like if he didn't do that, everything could have been a lot more smooth. But
per se, we don't like. It seemed like it was kind of just chaos.
It was chaos anyway.
No matter what,
it was chaos anyway. Yeah, because then after that happens, Jonathan goes back to Steph and tells Steph what's going on. So then Steph comes up with this idea where she's like, maybe we just go Sari. Maybe we do this. Maybe we do that. They're talking to Devins, and she's like, we should do Sari, and he's like, maybe we should do like Rizzo, where you can use her steal a vote. We can steal Rizzo's vote or someone's vote, whatever.
They said
steal
they were going to steal Ozzy's vote.
He'll play his
idol.
And then you vote Rizzo.
Yeah.
So they like came up with this little plan. And Steph was basically like, I don't care who it is, whatever. I just like don't want it to be. It could be Rizzo. It could be Sari. It could be Ozzy. Doesn't matter. Before they go into tribal council, Joe is just like confused. He says to Aubrey and Devins, I think, he's like, shouldn't we get together and have somewhat of a consensus, or are we just like shooting from the hip on this one? And they were like, we don't know what's going on.
And their answer to Devins with that, are we shooting from the hip? Or their answer to Joe, are we shooting from the hip, was shut up. Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah. Enjoy the Barbie movie. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to go over tribal?
I mean, like we said, we were kind of like a little like jumping the gun at the beginning of this episode. Yeah. This whole tribal is Stephanie getting dragged.
Yep.
And it was fierce.
So fierce.
I've said how I feel about Rick Devins on this podcast, but
we love you.
Damn, I will again give him his flowers and say that your performance was fierce. I
sure was.
Loved seeing it get handed to her over and over and over and over again, just completely dragged. And everybody took turns after that.
Yeah.
Rizzo dragged her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she was getting dragged.
She's like, I would never throw a name out. He's like, what are you talking about?
Come on, be real.
Yeah, like, be serious.
Yeah. Rizzo said, be for fucking real, Stephanie. That's what he said.
He said that.
Yeah.
He said
it was
that.
Amazing. I was living for it. It was such an entertaining tribal. Like, we already kind of talked about, like, you know, what was being said and who was being said. And, like, yeah, like, Devins is like, Stephanie and Jonathan came to me and Aubrey. And then Stephanie was like, no, we did it. And Aubrey was like, Stephanie, are you kidding
serious?
Me? Are you kidding me? Like, it was crazy. So then, yes, Devins, like, they bring up the twist. Devin slips the coin. He's safe. He gets an idol. Steph steals Aubrey's vote. And then everybody votes for Steph except for Steph. And then she votes for Aubrey twice and goes home. So, like, as I said at the beginning of the episode, I thought that, like, Tribal was so entertaining. And, like, I kind of wish that I would have gotten to see how it played out without this, like, twist with it, because it already was so crazy. I don't know, like we were saying earlier, I don't know if like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, Devins was safe because of the twist. Great. Like, I kind of feel like I don't know, like,
is it like the Christian thing where it's like he was going home, but that was the nail in the coffin? Maybe it was like Steph was going home, but that was
maybe, like, you never know, because I'm sure Tribal went on way longer than what we saw.
For sure.
And, like, since Stephanie was going home, the producers may have just wanted to, like, really bury her in the edit of like, okay, that's why she went home because she got called out and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I think that's like, if I had to have a complaint about the episode, it would just be like, it already was so good.
Yeah.
That like having this little extra thing that kind of like messed with it just was like, man, I feel like if this episode was like an 8 out of 10, it maybe could have been like a 9 if we didn't have to deal with this Mr. Beast stuff and instead just let the tribal play out post the dragging of Stephanie LaGrossa.
Even with the twist, I would still give this episode a 9.
Really?
I'm being straight up. Okay. Because I just think it's so cool that it hit. It really is such a cool moment. Yeah. Do I want them to bring it back? No, never again, ever. Don't even think about it.
If you're not doing Celebrity Survivor, I don't want celebrities on Survivor.
No. Okay? No. Don't. Like, it does not belong there. However, it was the best possible outcome. The best possible outcome.
Yeah, it was. I would completely agree. If that's what they're gonna do, we got the long end of the stick instead of the short one.
Yes. It was great. Yeah. So I loved it. And was my heart pounding? Absolutely. Oh yeah. Absolutely. And I was like, tails. I always go tails. He was like, I'm gonna go heads.
I know. There's a part of it that's like, what would I have guessed? And I feel like I would have picked Torch because of like
tails never fails.
Well, and I was gonna say like what Jeff said, like your life. I would have been like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be the Torch. But then I don't know, like, oh, it's like. But then it's I honestly was like thinking too, like if I was there, what does production want to happen? Yeah. And I'm like, I would just lean into what production wants to happen, because then if they're gonna like try and do some stuff to make it happen,
if they're gonna
obviously production wants it to work. Yeah. Because then it's a moment of like, Mr. Beast, the biggest twist, blah, like blah blah. So I don't know. Maybe that's what Devins was thinking, because that's what I would have done too.
Yeah, it was smart. I mean, it's chance, right? But if they were gonna work it, then they would be in favor of it working. So anyway, loved it. The question is, who is our Queen of the Week?
Well, upon thinking, I think we have, in my opinion, I think we have 2 nominees.
Same.
I think one is Suri, and the other is Devins. Because Queen of the Week, we always say, like, it's not necessarily who had the biggest presence in the episode. Our criteria has been, like, who played the best this week? Like, who improved their position? Who got what they wanted? So I think you can make arguments for both, because it's like Suri wanted to make sure that Ozzy didn't go home. And obviously there's a lot of chaos. We didn't see everything she was doing, but, like, her ally did not go home. She didn't need to use her extra vote. Her allies didn't use their idols, and Steph burned her advantage.
Here's the thing. On the note of improving their position, I am worried about Suri, actually, after this episode.
Okay.
And I think it may be a little bit because of the preview of next episode. But I
don't know if I watched it.
Oh, good.
I feel like the previews are just never accurate.
No, because they just want to be crazy and whatever. But here's the thing, like, Steph, I do think was loyal to Suri, and she thought that she was working with Suri and Ozzy. The problem was Jonathan. The problem is Devins. The problem's Emily for her. Yeah. And it's like, so I think Suri, she is playing the middle, and what sucks is she's voting out allies basically every time, and it's not her closest allies, which are the allies that matter most. But, like, I think Steph was in her pocket. So now it's kind of like,
but like at this point, like, who is not in her pocket except for, like, Jonathan?
I don't think Emily is.
Yeah, but, like, what's Emily gonna do by herself?
I mean, Emily and Devins have an idol. She doesn't have an idol.
Ozzy and Rizzo have idols
that can only be played on themselves.
Correct. She has an extra vote. I don't know, because my perception is, like, I actually feel pretty good about her position, because with an extra vote, there's 9 people left. Right. With an extra vote, because there's her, Ozzy, Rizzo.
Tiff. I think Tiff is locked.
Tiff is locked in with her.
And I think Joe.
That's what I was saying too. There's 5 people there, and even if one of them flips, she's got an extra vote. Like, yes, you are right. I could see a reality where they're like, hey, these 2 people have idols. Suri doesn't. Let's get her. But I just am like, the only person that I feel like I see leading that charge would be, I was going to say Jonathan or Emily. Because I don't know if Aubrey is going to do that.
But would
I don't
that
know
be
if Rick is gonna
Aubrey's
do that.
move? That's
May- I
finally
mean,
like, oh, she could
Maybe,
win.
but like we just I don't know. I
don't know
I
either,
don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
I don't know. I'm just like trying to talk it out of
Yes.
like, is this like improving her position? Because then we look at Devins.
Yeah.
Did he improve his position? 1000%.
Yeah.
Like he improved everyone's position almost in the game besides Jonathan's. But I guess like he kind of might be able to still work with Jonathan because they were working together lightly, like coming into this vote. I think it's out of necessity because they don't have numbers.
Yeah.
But it's like the pot's at 2 mil.
Yeah.
Because he did it.
Yeah.
And he now has an idol. And who knows what damage he can cause.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you still need numbers and you need people to work with you. So it's like, will people work with him? How is he going to play this out? I don't know. So I don't know. Who is the queen of the week? Like this one might be the hardest choice for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I still think every vote has trended like it's whatever Sari wants.
Yes.
And that is so amazing to me.
Yeah.
Like she is such a powerhouse influence. Like she's such an incredibly strong player. It's insane.
Yeah.
If she were just like a challenge beast, she would be OP.
Yeah.
She would never. Anyway, so I don't know. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Queens, what are we going to do?
I think that just for the sake of
The episode.
I think we could give it to Devins.
Devins. And just to switch it up,
Congratulations, Rick
Devins.
Devins.
we're so
You're
proud
queen
of you.
of the week. Yeah, honestly, like I'm ready to give you queen of the week just for the thrashing you gave Steph.
Yeah.
That was fierce. I'm going to be rewatching that for a long time.
Yep.
I'm putting that in my playlist with my Real Housewives fights, with my Dance Moms fights, with my Big Brother fights. Man, there's a channel on YouTube that for every season of Big Brother has put all the fights on every season into just like hours long videos.
And you just...
Oh, I
Is that
love.
what you fall asleep
Oh,
to?
yes, absolutely. Big Brother 11. Those bitches were
don't
screaming at each other
Really?
every single week. Screaming.
That's hilarious.
Screaming, fighting. Like people don't fight on Big Brother anymore. I think it's just because people are so social media aware and trained.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
But man, those old Big Brother fights are
Gold.
amazing. And this wasn't really a fight per se.
No, it was just one of
But
our
it was
least favorites
it was
getting
it was a thrashing.
dragged.
Yes, just absolutely dragged.
That was amazing.
And it was fierce.
It was fierce. Thank you, Rick Devins.
Yeah, thank you, Rick Devins, for that.
Thank you. And his fake idol play, like just the last week, so cool. Like that was the coolest play of a fake idol, I think, ever. Like it was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yes.
So creative. Like
Yeah.
he really, as annoying as he can be, he just shoots for the stars.
Yeah.
And he just is so unapologetically himself. He owns who he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like I'm enjoying him way more this time.
For sure.
And I don't know if that's the edit. I don't know if it's just because there's differences in how he's played. I just feel like the first,
there? I don't know.
I mean, like I don't know, like it just seems like this time I can tolerate him a little bit more because the first time I generally found him and honestly the entire cast of Extinction like pretty insufferable.
Annoying. Yeah.
I thought they were all kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And this time, while I still found him kind of annoying, he's put in work to make some great TV.
He really has.
He really has.
And they're like, it's not just like annoying and noise in the season. It's like actually interesting.
Yeah.
It's like the fake idol play an idea. Interesting.
Yes.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
And I loved like going into tribal council. He's like, these fools just gave me everything.
Yeah.
They gave me all of this ammunition and I'm going to blow it up in tribal council.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah.
And it was fierce.
Yeah.
And we love you this week.
Yes. Congratulations,
queen.
Rick Devins.
Congrats. Thank you so much. And we'll see what he does moving forward.
Yeah.
If you get Sari out, I'm going to stab you with this pen.
We're manifesting, knock on wood, it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
She's
why
going to
am
win.
I saying this?
She's
Why
gonna
am I
win.
saying this?
Sari is gonna
She is
win.
gonna win. She is gonna win. She has been crushing it. She has everyone in her pocket. I really don't know if they can get the numbers to turn on her. I really don't think they would, because I think people love the security of Sari and how loyal she is. And the fact that everyone thinks that she's with them, they're like, why would I want to get rid of her now? Like, I can just get her out in fire making, or I'll get her out at 6. You know, like, let's just keep her. But they're going to be done by then.
They are.
That's what I think.
Yep. Me too.
Anyway,
I'm
I've spoken,
manifesting
queen.
it. Yes.
This queen has spoken. What
Yes.
about you? Anything else? Final words?
I think we've said it all. I think the queens have spoken on
Queens
the
have
episode.
spoken. Thank you for making me cry.
You're so welcome.
Tears.
Anytime you want.
That is so funny. So funny. And I'm really excited to see Devil Wears Prada too.
Yes.
The Michael Jackson movie is so good. Go watch it. Watch Survivor. Watch our episodes. Give them a like. Leave a comment.
Yes.
And we will see you next week.
Yes, we will see you next week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.